Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the information session on ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents for Masters and PhD students, organized in collaboration with China Sri Lanka Research and Demonstration Center for Water Technology, JRDC, University of Peradeniya, and Chinese Academy of Science, with the purpose of opening doors to international higher education arena for those who are looking to do their postgraduate studies under the world's largest and #1 research organization in the world by Niche Index. First, I would like to invite most respectfully Director covering up China Sri Lanka Research and Demonstration Center for Water Technology to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone. So this is going to be a very exciting event for us. That's because I still remember when I was having my PhD application done, and I was just waiting for years, almost like a year, to get the selection and all the way to get the very much waiting result. That's the acceptance. So just remember the same, and we had a very long run with our partners, Chinese Academy of Sciences, and you'll be very happy to have the opportunities in Chinese Academy of Sciences, because all the way, if you just check, they are very much in top in world ranking. And especially, I mean, what I do find, like, they are not just giving you PhD, but they are so happy to take care about yourself. After graduation, my students, one like Tarindu, he's already Dr. Tarindu, so he got an opportunity to work in one of the leading wastewater company. So he's the project deputy director. So this is what the opportunities that we are going to have, and it's a really good chance. And I would like to welcome Professor Yuansong and his team again back for this evening session, and Professor Alice, the head of the INRO, who has organized together with Professor Shameen, and all participants here today. So take this all information. It's not just for you, but you will be, I hope that you all are going to be ambassadors for us. That is the most important thing. Pass this message to your friends, because you got a very good opportunity. There's no that competition. You can ask even 10, 20, 50 students from Sri Lanka. That is our ambition. So we got already 34 students got enrolled with University of Peradeniya and Sri Lanka. So we will see that the numbers keep on increasing. So wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As the next item of the agenda, I would like to invite Director, International Relations Office, University of Peradeniya, to deliver the message from the International Relations Office.
Thank you, Shamali. So, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Actually, that before go to the, introduce the delegates here. So we are more actually generous to your kind assistance to our Sri Lanka, Professor Wei and his team, the distinguished people who came from Chinese Academy of Science to here, and Dr. Weragoda, Director JRDC, so our counterpart for the university, and all the participants and distinguish the audience and the guests. So I'm the director now. I'm oversee, and I am the focal point of University of Peradeniya to connect all the international activities. And before that, before go to my actually, the role in the university, I actually thankful to my predecessor. Actually, he was my former director, so Professor Shameen, and he helped me a lot. And he also actually he connected instead of me. From the university part to he do all the connection collaborations with you, and he made my life easier regarding this one. Thank you very much, Professor Shameen. And again, go back to my role here. Actually, I'm the Director International Relations in the University of Peradeniya. So same time I work in the medical faculty as you know that professor in the the one department, as the department head of that department. So again, I thank you very much for offering one of my colleagues, Professor Shirani. She's working at my department actually. This fellowship and the things you awarded during the morning session. Okay, so this is our University of Peradeniya, and this is the place actually. So the administrative main building. So then so here our university is situated in the central part. Everybody knows that thing actually. I don't take much time to describe that one. And our university is named after the place. Now we are Peradeniya. That is the main town in this area, Peradeniya. So that is why this university is named after our, this town. So it takes that takes more than nearly nowadays 5 hours to reach from Colombo, our main city, to here. So actually this was first established in that main part, Colombo. That was happened in 1942, and it took nearly 9 years. But even though this mentioned 1952, 1951, it was moved here officially. So this was then 1978. This was named as University of Peradeniya. It was earlier we called as University of Ceylon. So this is the last, the largest residential university in country. About all the things, all the university premises are spread at nearly 774 hectares of land. It's a very huge university. So this was officially opened by the Queen Elizabeth II, and she came here and with the Duke of Edinburgh. And this was actually originally built by the English people. And Sir Ivogenis was our first Vice Chancellor. And maybe around 1955, he moved again back to UK and become, the Professor of Law, and then become the Vice Chancellor of the University of Cambridge. So he was the person actually select this area for the university and start building up our university. So we have 9 faculties. And for postgraduate units and 85 actually academic departments. So these departments normally offer nearly 59 the degree courses, undergraduate degree courses, and nearly 100 postgraduate degree courses. Other than this water research, why I show these kind of things? So other than this, the water related, the research, we like to actually connect all these other disciplines to your Chinese Academy of Science. I think he will help me. Professor Shameen also helped me to, establish maybe, so he's having more idea about, what are the major disciplines that you are, prominent disciplines in your Chinese Academy of Science. So then these are the faculties actually. So faculty agriculture, allied sciences, and arts, dental sciences, engineering. That is the more prominent. The research now we are doing. Dealing with engineering, faculty of engineering. But we have other faculties actually, faculty of management, medicine, science, medicine, and animal sciences. So here, these are the 4 postgraduate institutes. Actually, we like to start, the collaborations with these. I like to actually start collaborations with you and establish collaborations with these 4 postgraduate institutes. The postgraduate institute of medical sciences is the, the more youngest one here. And we have very, established postgraduate institutes. Actually, even the first postgraduate institute in Sri Lanka was established here in this university. That was back in 1975. So, and we have a lot of, the centers and units, all the administrative activities are decentralized for better the coordination and the collaborations. So the first one is my one. Actually, I am the director of this International Relations Office. So we are the people that start the collaborations, and we start first, at the starting point of all the collaborations MUs in our university. So then we have a lot of, the facilities here in the, universities and sub-campus also established in a way, that was in another area of the country. Actually, that is North Central Province. This is a central province actually. So that area is really good for agriculture. That is why they have established their sub-campus there to give training for first year and second year students there in that area. So then we have a veterinary hospital. 3 hospitals are attached to the university: veterinary teaching hospital, dental teaching hospital, and the medical teaching hospital. So we have facilities, and we need collaborations to upgrade these facilities. So that is why that is why I like to send. I agreed to send one of my department colleague to your prestigious the academy. So to upgrade all the knowledge and all these things. So we have 2 farms. One farm belongs to Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science. Other one is to Agriculture, Faculty of Agriculture. So a lot of things are there, but we need to upgrade all these things. Knowledge-wise, and also other aspects and the infrastructure also. We should upgrade all these things. We should introduce the modern techniques to here. So we like to train our, the academics and the researchers towards that, the objective. Then, yeah, we have, to show you, we have a lot of facilities actually, both for the, for the facilities to do sports and all these things established here in the university. So we have indoor stadium and all the other outdoor sports facilities here. So people, students and staff can enjoy all these things. And we have, Olympic size, the pool also, the swimming pool established in this university. And so these are the numbers of our students normally, generally study here. Normally at any given time more than 15,000 undergraduate students, and more than now actually nearly 20,000 postgraduate students also in different areas are working at here, studying at here. So we have nearly 1,000 academic staff members and supportive members also here, and then more than 2,000 non-academic staff also working at this university. And this shows actually where we are in the globe actually. We are the #1 university in the country, and in the globe also, if you go to this Times Global Ranking, we are in the 401st and 500th tier. So that is a very good the position when you compare to the other universities in the Asia. And if you go to the green ranking, we are in the 215th position. And then so this gives actually our capacity, our position in the globe. And these are the topmost researchers actually. So, and actually this one is missing. Professor Shameen's photo is missing. I don't know why. So yeah, he is also actually that recently I found out actually that is categorized as a very top person in the world actually. These scientists are actually that graded at the world top 2% tier. So not by us actually, from the globe, in the globe actually. So they are the people who categorize this eminent researchers in the world. So this shows actually, these two tables shows their, that the performances and citations, H index and all these things. And, here. So in the university actually we have established 4 centers to, that the guide and help to do the research and collaborations, and so there are namely, International Relations Office, University Research Council, University Business Linkage Cell, and the Multidisciplinary National Innovation Center. And this is my one actually, International Relations Office. So the people develop all the collaborations and start collaborations, and we assist all the academic, non-academic students to, start their collaborations and, upgrade their knowledge, find out, the international collaborations and the funding and all these things. And, this shows our actually that the activities we do at the, our center, International Research, Office. So if I move the other part very fast, actually, this shows our, the ongoing collaborations. You see that the grants and projects mainly are, that established by my predecessor. Professor Shameen, mainly involved in before I come here. He involved to establish these grants and all these things, and sort of MOUs even. So, and online collaboration. We have, start collaborations with 36 countries, and this shows our collaborations presence in the globe. And with China also, you see we have a lot of collaborations, and thanks to our predecessors actually start these collaborations before I take the, this position in the office. So we have actually start collaborations with many other countries, and China, Russia, and even Europe also. And this shows actually that activities that we have done before I come here. He already done actually that with the other universities, but after COVID, actually we couldn't carry out these activities, continue this. Then this is now, this is the high time actually. We started all this thing with all the, with the new, the guidelines and all these things in Sri Lanka even. So actually that is from my side. Actually, thank you very much for listening to my, the please to, that start collaboration with your prestigious academic, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite, most respectfully, Professor Yuansong Wei, Director, Laboratory of Water Pollution Control Technology, Research Center for Eco-Environmental Sciences, Chinese Academy of Science, Deputy Director, Chinese Academy of Science, TWA Center of Excellence for Water and Environment, Vice Director, Institute of Energy, Jiangxing Academy of Sciences, to address you with a few words.
Dear Professor Neil Ellis and Professor Shameen, and my colleagues, and dear students, young talents, scientists. So it's my great pleasure to make several speech here. So it's very nice to stay here. So in the past, Chinese Academy of Science has a very close cooperation with Sri Lanka, especially with our the Ministry of Water Supply and University of Peradeniya. So since 2015, there are more than 30 Sri Lanka students studying in the Chinese Academy of Science get the different kinds of scholarship, starting there for PhD, master, and my first two PhD students like Madhu and Titus, so in there in 2015. So I remember at that moment with my colleague Professor Lohan and Dr. Wala recommendation. So they go there, so thanks their very great support. And since 2018, so we also, each year we come here to make an information session and for the young talent studying in the Chinese academic science. So, and unfortunately due to the COVID, so there is this is the on-site information session, only for the online information session. That is very great. I appreciate the Professor Shameen and you are in International Cooperation Office, the great support. So in these 3 years, in 2020, 2021, so 2022, so 3 years, the online session. So that is very, very good. So, and also lots of young Sri Lankan students know Chinese academic science. And until now, there are also lots of Sri Lankan students registered in Chinese academic science, stay in the JRDC. So that's a great chance, I think. And I briefly introduce you. So when you study in Chinese academic science, this is a good opportunity, a good choice. So it can provide you some choice for your future development. So, and for me, so we greatly appreciate Sri Lankan students, the hard working, hard studying, and the research for the contribution for our cooperation. And also, we very welcome Sri Lankan students study in the Chinese academic sciences. That's all. Thank you all. So, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to take the opportunity to invite Ms. Wang Zhongxiu to give an introduction of ANSO Scholarship. She's from Alliance of International Science Organization, Chinese Academy of Science.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Zhongxiu Wang from the ANSO Secretariat. Before I start, I'd like to thank China-Sri Lanka Research and Demonstration Center for Water Technology for inviting me to this session and give a brief introduction to two ANSO projects, the ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents and ANSO Visiting Fellowship on Mega Science Facilities. Before I dive into details of these two projects, please allow me to use a few slides to go through a quick overview of ANSO, the Alliance of International Science Organizations. As we are all aware that the humanity is facing some severe common challenges, including climate change, natural disasters, eco-environment and resources problems, food security problems, and emerging and infectious diseases, such challenges call for united actions towards science-based solutions and cannot be tackled by one country alone, and that is the background of establishing ANSO. ANSO is a non-government and non-profit international science organization initiated by the Chinese Academy of Sciences along with 36 other scientific institutions, national academies, universities, and international organizations worldwide. We were founded in November 2018 under the principles of and aim to add sustainable and green elements to the Belt and Road Initiative but our scope and vision are beyond this region. We aim to promote the shared development and advances of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and benefit the whole humanity. We are problem-driven and action-oriented. During the inauguration ceremony, Chinese President Xi Jinping extended a congratulatory letter confirming the significant role of ANSO. By the end of 2022, ANSO has grown into an organization with 70 institutional members from 49 countries, covering all continents, among which 37 are founding members and 30 are newly approved members by the Second General Assembly, and 3 are just endorsed by the 5th Governing Board members and will be presented to the 3rd General Assembly scheduled for next year for final approval. Among these 70 members, 2 are from Sri Lanka, University of Peradeniya and University of Ruhuna. ANSO's vision is to become an international science organization of much impact in the promotion of shared development and advances of the UN SDGs through catalyzing and implementing concrete programs, initiatives, and actions in science, technology, innovation, and capacity building, of which we coined the term STIC. To achieve our vision and goals, we designed and implemented a set of tools, a series of projects surrounding STIC. Today, I will talk about 2 projects, the ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents. This is the main theme for today's session, and the ANSO Visiting Fellowship on Big Science Facilities. These 2 projects are both major approaches carried out by ANSO to fulfill its capacity building function. First, I'll talk about the scholarship projects. The ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents was launched in 2019. It aims to provide opportunities for young talents worldwide to pursue postgraduate education in China. Each year, we select 200 masters and 300 PhDs from several thousands of international applicants. The project receives strong support from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, CAS. CAS is the national leading natural science institution in China with 12 branches, 3 universities, and more than 100 institutes all around China. CAS's education system provides a solid basis for the ANSO Scholarship, and it also provides major funding for this project. Currently, the ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents is available at 2 universities, the University of Science and Technology of China, USTC, and the University of Chinese Academy of Sciences, UCAS. University of Science and Technology of China, USTC, is the first university established by CAS in 1958. It has a glorious history in fundamental sciences, and it has made significant achievements these days, particularly in quantum physics, nanotechnology, artificial intelligence, engineering, and biomedical sciences. It is called the Cradle of Scientific Elites and ranked top 1 university in mainland China and top 4 in the world according to Nature Index 2022. If you want to learn more about this university, please go to their English website for more information. University of Chinese Academy of Sciences, UCAS. I believe most of you will apply through this university and are more familiar with this one. This university was formerly known as the Graduate School of CAS, and it is the first graduate school in China. It has grown into a research-oriented university with 44 schools and colleges and supported by 116 CAS institutes. Dr. Wang will give you a more thorough introduction to UCAS, so I will skip this part. As for eligibility, you should not hold Chinese citizenship, and you should be proficient in English or Chinese. We also set age limit for the ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents. For masters, you should be no more than 30 years old at the year of application, and for PhDs, the age limit is 35 years old. Of course, you also need to meet other admission criteria of the university you wish to apply for, and you should not take up other assignments during the period of your scholarship. As for coverage, the ANSO Scholarship probably provides one of the most competitive package in China for international students. We provide tuition waiver and application fee waiver. As for monthly stipend, masters will get 3,000 Chinese yuan per month, and PhDs will get 6,000 or 7,000 Chinese yuan per month, depending on whether you have passed the qualification test or not. We also provide health insurance, first-time visa or resident permit subsidy, first-time travel subsidy, or one-way ticket reimbursement. This year, a new subcategory was launched. It is called the ANSO CAS TWAS UNESCO Scholarship. It is launched to continue the long-term fellowship cooperation between CAS and TWAS, the World Academy of Sciences, under the new frame of ANSO. Both CAS and TWAS are founding members of ANSO. For this subcategory, TWAS will select 40 PhDs per year from the 300 ANSO Scholarship PhD awardees total, and the eligibility is a little different. For the ANSO Scholarship as a whole, we only requires that you are not from China, and for this subcategory, we require you to be from developing countries, and priority will be given to least developed countries, LDCs, and women. The whole package received by all ANSO Scholarship awardees are the same. The only difference is that for these 40 PhDs, TWAS will cover their one-way ticket and one-time visa fee, while the rest of the coverage are still to be provided by CAS. As for how to apply, both universities have adopted online application systems, so you should check their website and find their application portal. My advice would be you should read the call for applications of the ANSO Scholarship and the universities carefully and follow the instructions of the university you wish to apply for. In your application process, don't forget to choose the ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents and choose if you want to be considered a candidate for the ANSO CAS TWAS UNESCO subcategory. In the end, you should submit your online application and other required materials before the deadline. Here's a point that I want to emphasize. You are not allowed to apply for the ANSO Scholarship in both USDC and UCAS. Otherwise, you will be disqualified from admission. So make your choice carefully. This is the application cycle for this year. On October 20th, we have released the call for applications. And the deadline will be February 15th, 2023. Through March to May, we will conduct screening and merit-based reviews, and hopefully in June, no later than July, we'll release the awardee list. By the end of August, the selected students will come to China and get registered by the beginning of September. Okay, so next I'll talk a little about the ANSO Visiting Fellowship on Big Science Facilities. Big science facilities are born to be international collaboration platforms. They provide unparalleled conditions for research cooperation and talents exchange in frontier science and technology. China has rich mega-science facility resources, and most of them are managed and operated by CAS. And this is the background of launch this project. This project, of course, also receives strong support from CAS. The ANSO Visiting Fellowship on Mega Science Facilities aim to encourage sharing of mega science facilities. We hope to attract scholars worldwide that are wishing to do on-site research and cooperate with Chinese scientists. We also aim to promote international talent mobility and facilitate international cooperation in frontiers of science and technology. Usually, each year, we open the call in April and will conduct 2 rounds of expert review in the middle of the year. And in October or November, we will release the fellow list for next year. So I strongly suggest you to follow our WeChat and follow our official website to get the latest information on the project. We have two types for this visiting fellowship, designed for different groups. The early career scientist type is designed for postdoctoral fellows, lecturers, or assistant professors. Fellows in this category are expected to conduct a 3 to 9 months research in collaboration with Chinese scientists on site in China. And the senior scientist category is designed for associate professors, professors, or professionals at comparable level. They are expected to do on-site research for 2 to 3 months. The funding levels are listed here. They're pretty much similar to the funding levels set by the Pi-Fi program previously. The project was launched in 2021, and it has reached many countries beyond the current ANSO family, so we think it a good try, and we will continue to promote this fellowship. These are the 8 facilities that are currently supported by the ANSO visiting fellowship projects. In the future, we may include more facilities from China and from other parts of the world into these projects. But currently, these are the 8 available facilities. I will not dig into details of them, but they are all amazing. So I strongly suggest you to go to our website and find details of these facilities and of the contact information. This year, a student from Sri Lanka from your center a young fellow has been selected into the ANSO Visiting Fellowship, and she will conduct her research in Beijing synchrotron radiation facility to do something related to water quality. And I think this is actually a surprise for us because we didn't expect that students from this field, fellows from this field, can also conduct research on megascience facility. So maybe there are some good opportunities for you too. And so I introduce this project to you and welcome you to apply. That's it. And here are a few channels that you can reach us. I'm sorry that I cannot be online today because I am busy catching up with the flight. If you have any questions, you can directly address them to us, or you may address them to Professor Wei, and they will contact us. Thank you for your attention.
Now, I would like to invite Mr. Huang Dingcheng, Director, International Student Office, University of Chinese Academy of Science, to welcome you to study at University of Chinese Academy of Sciences.
Hi everybody here. I'm Dingcheng Wang, the Director of International Students Office, or UCAS. I'm very glad to meet you here online to give this presentation about how to apply for admission and scholarship to UCAS. See this photo, which shows you that Sri Lanka students have become a beautiful landscape on UCAS campus. Currently, there are 17 PhD students and 36 master students now studying at UCAS. So we welcome more Sri Lanka students to study at UCAS. This is a university mainly focused on graduate education. Here, I would like to take this opportunity to give you a brief introduction about UCAS. milestone events. UCAS was initially established in 1978 as the first graduate school in China to provide graduate education for the Institute of Chinese Academic Sciences in Beijing and those out of Beijing. It was reconstructed and renamed as Graduate University of Chinese Academic Sciences. 12 years later, renamed again as University of Chinese Academic Sciences, UCAS. In 2014, UCAS started enrolling undergraduate students. An intake education system established covering undergraduate study, master programs, and PhD programs. UCAS has a big education network, headquartered in Beijing with 4 campuses, and have 5 education centers in Shanghai, Wuhan, Guangzhou, Chengdu, and Lanzhou, consisting of 44 schools and colleges in Beijing campus, and strongly supported by over 100 case institutes, which act as postgraduate students training units. After enrollment at UCAS, our students commonly spend half to 1 year for courses learning at Beijing campus, and then go to the case institutes for 2 to 4 years scientific research training and thesis defense throughout China. About our faculty, UCAS has over 11,000 supervisors. Of them, 3,000 are dedicated faculty members to provide courses and lectures at Beijing campus. UCAS has near 30,000 PhD students and near 28,000 master students and 1,600 undergraduate students. Currently, UCAS has near 2,000 international students from a total of 99 countries. Of them, near 1,300 are PhD students, this ranking #1 in Chinese universities. UCAS provides very good research environments for our students through case institutes, which operate over 80% of large-scale science facilities in China and run many national labs, national research center, national engineering research center, and national key labs. So after 2 to 4 years training at case institutes, our students get well educated, skillful, and experienced. For example, Dr. Hussain from Bangladesh, he graduated in 2020. During his PhD program, he carried out experiments and research to identify inhibitors against various cancers. He published 21 papers, among which 10 are first author. Another example, Dr. Grass. During her PhD study, she focused on biomechanics of upper extremity. With strong motivation in research field, Dr. Grass is very productive and has published more than 30 scientific research papers as first author and co-author. Dr. Victor from Nigeria graduated this year. During his PhD program, he carried out experiments and research to investigate the relationship between physiological signal and changes in blood glucose for prediabetes and diabetes diagnosis. He published 27 papers, among which 6 papers are first author. UCAS is very active and have many international links in North America, South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia, Oceania. We have close ties and partnership with over 80 world-class universities and universities in B and R regions, and have over 90 academic exchange agreements. About our world recognition, UCAS now ranked #1 by Nature Index among the top young university in the world. By ESI ranking, UCAS ranked #1 among Chinese universities and ranked 38 globally. And by CWUR ranking, UCAS found itself ranked 63rd in the world, and by Times Higher Education World University Reputation, it was ranked 71 to 80 in the world. For PhD students, UCAS can offer over 160 majors, all available for international students, covering 100% natural science disciplines and over 90% engineering disciplines. For master's students, UCAS can offer over 200 majors, of them 57 majors or the listed 21 disciplines here taught in English. I mean, all these majors and disciplines are available for our international students. UCAS is good in the following 21 research fields. In terms of ESI ranking, UCAS found 3 research fields in the top 10,000%, including material science, environment, ecology, and chemistry, and 6 fields in the top 1,000%, including geoscience, plant and animal science, engineering, physics, biology and biochemistry, agricultural science, and the other 11 research fields in the top 100%, including computer science, molecular biology and genetics, microbiology, pharmacology and toxicology, and others. To get financial support for young talents from all over the world, UCAS provides 4 scholarship programs, including ANSO Scholarship, funded by Chinese Academy of Sciences, CC Scholarship, funded by Chinese central government, and UCAS Full Scholarship, funded by UCAS itself. ANSO Scholarship is the best one, just like Mrs. Wang Zhongxiu just introduced to you. The monthly stipend is 6,000 to 7,000, which is the biggest one in China's university scholarships. The duration is 4 years. Awardees students can get total benefit evaluated nearly 500,000 RMB. In 2023, this scholarship program are going to support 280 PhD students and nearly 200 master students. Applicants can simultaneously apply for this scholarship if they meet all the requirements. Once they get supported by one of them, they will be disqualified for the others at the same time. There are 2 steps to go for application these scholarships. Step 1 is online application. Applicants should visit our English website at www.ucas.ac.cn. Click admission and go to the web page for international students. Students can search here to find a course they want. For example, select PhD program and input ecology here and search, then you will get a result. If you can get a result here, that means UCAS can provide you this program and ecology. And click here, you can find a list of applicable colleges and CAS institutes. If you want to know more about applicable college and CAS institutes and applicable supervisors and majors, please click here to get much more information. If you can find a course of your interest, then you can click here to create an account for application online. We strongly suggest you to read call for PhD programs or master programs before you submit your application, and follow the course instructions to prepare the required documents. If you need financial aid, please click here to read the course for scholarship applications. Please carefully read this course and strictly follow their instructions. Make sure that you are eligible to apply and prepare all the required documents. If the materials are incomplete or do not meet the requirements, your application may be returned for modification or may be rejected. Please also pay attention to here. The deadline for next year's scholarship application is February 15. Step 2, participate in interviews. UCAS enrolled international students based on an evaluation of application documents, together with an entrance examination held by the college or institute that you apply to. The examination will be mainly taken on an online interview. Applicants are commonly required to give a 15-minute presentation and answer some questions. Please also note that it is not mandatory for you to find a supervisor prior to submit an online application. You can submit an application without any supervisor's acceptance. If you can find a supervisor before or after you submit application, you will have an opportunity to participate in the interview held by the college or institute that you choose. If you cannot find a supervisor, please submit your application as soon as possible so that the recruitment officer or the college or institute that you choose may have time to have matched a supervisor by sending your documents to the right professor who will have the same research interest with you. If your application unfortunately get rejected by the college or institute that you choose, your application will be automatically transferred to the rest applicable college and institute via the system for further evaluation. To get accepted by a supervisor, you are encouraged to make informal contact with potential supervisor prior to making an application. Send an explanatory email together with your CV, transcript, motivation letter, with detailed research proposal and other documents to him or her, and clearly state that you wish to apply for the doctoral or master program at UCAS. Please realize that our professors are very busy and also very popular for the students from China and the rest of the world who want to complete postgraduate study under their supervision. Therefore, your email seems very attractive to catch the professor's eyes. In that email, you should let them realize that you have strong motivation in the same research field with him or her. You are very competitive, excellent, skillful, experienced, and hardworking. And you have spent much time reading most of his papers, have known a lot about his or her research, and have interest to do further research with him or her. That's my suggestions. So, with you succeed in application, and I believe you can approach science educators. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. As the last presentation of today's program, I would like to invite Dr. Shan, Department of Education, Research Center for Eco-Environmental Sciences, Chinese Academy of Sciences, to explain regarding the fellowship application procedure.
Dear Professor, ladies and gentlemen, now please allow me to present a brief introduction of RCEES and scholarship for international students. Firstly, I want to introduce the history and status of the Research Center for Eco-Environmental Science. The Research Center for Eco-Environmental Sciences, RCEES, of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, CES, was founded in 1975. Formerly the Institute of Environmental Chemistry, it was the fourth generation of environmental research institutes in China. In 1986, it was amalgamated with the Research Center for Ecology and recognized as RCEES. In the late 1990s, as it responded to a nationwide call to put innovation at the heart of China's development, it became a part of the pilot project of Knowledge Innovation Program of CES. In 2015, Center for Excellence and Innovation of Science and Education was founded. Our mission. RCEES is focused on ecology and environment. We are catering to the national strategic demands and aiming at the world science frontiers. The mission of RCEES is to make theoretical and technological breakthroughs in the area of ecological security, environmental health, and sustainable development. We conduct world-class research. We provide advice to the government and cultivate high-caliber scientific talent at the same time. RCES has been committed to excellence in research. Our research department, comprising 10 research laboratories, which consists of 3 state key laboratories, 1 state engineering laboratory, and 2 CES key laboratories. From environmental chemistry, environmental Arctic chemistry, ecology, soil environmental sciences, to air pollution. Our laboratory covering major eco-environmental research areas. Also, we have 3 research platforms. The mission of RCES is to make theoretical and technological breakthroughs in the area of ecological security, environmental healthy, and sustainable development at the regional, national, and global level. We conduct world-class research. We provide advice to the government and cultivate high-caliber scientific talent at the same time. The State Key Laboratory of Environmental Chemistry and Ecotoxicology is the leading laboratory in the field of environmental chemistry in China. Some of the work win the National Nature Science Award and CEES Outstanding Achievement Award. The goal is to lay a foundation for the research and ecotoxicological effect and influences of chemical pollutants on ecosystem and human health. Its major research fields include the analytical methods, environmental processes, toxicology, and health impacts of persistent toxic substance. The State Key Laboratory of Environmental Chemistry is the largest and leading laboratory in the field of water science and technology in China, stretching across fundamental research and engineering application. Its major research fields include water quality identification, water purification technology, Arctic ecotoxicology, water quality processes, simulation and management. It commits to exploring the basic laws of water quality transformation in nature and engineered water system, and developing high technologies for water treatment. State Key Laboratory of Urban and Regional Ecology is the first State Key Laboratory on ecology study in China. It focuses on the ecology of socio-economic nature complex ecosystem at both urban and regional scales. The main research areas include interactions between humans and natures at multi-scales, ecological cybernetics in the complex ecosystems, methodology of ecological assessment, police study on urban and regional sustainable development. Its main recognized academic contributions include Sustainable Development Theory, Urban and Regional Sustainable Development Model, including makes the master planning for the fourth eco-country, the fourth eco-city, and the fourth eco-province in China. There are 3 research platforms in our institute: Laboratory of Public Instrument Analysis and Research has many modern and sophisticated instruments. UNEP POPs Analysis Pilot Laboratory is the first organization to carry out researches on dioxins. Laboratory of Water Quality Analysis is focused on the basic laws of water quality transformation in nature and engineered water systems. Our institute also has the proven technique supports, including Training Center for Environmental Analysis, Environmental Assessment Center for Chemicals, and Urban Ecosystem Research Station. Center for Publication and Information has an eco-environmental specialized library with both conventional and online documents. RCEES has an academic journal editorial office with 6 eco-environmental journals in Chinese version and 2 in English version, which is Journal of Environmental Science with an impact factor of 6.796 in 2022. Our scientists are actively involved in the work in international scientific organizations, such as SCOPE and TUAS. Many academic organizations are affiliated with RCEES, including the Beijing Office of International Water Association, Ecological Society of China, the Asian Office of Environmental Science and Technology. Most of their major posts are selected from the scientists of RCEES. For publication of academic papers, RCEES is 1% around the world among academics and institutes. We have undertaken many national key research projects, such as National Basic Research Program of China, National High Technology, Development Research Projects, and so on. Up to now, RCEES got 9 second-class prize of the National Nature Science Award, 1 first-class and 13 second-class prize of National Science and Technology Progress Award, 2 second-class prize of National Award for Technological Invention, and so on. International cooperation is a central goal for RCEES. Today, a growing number of overseas scientists is attracted to RCEES. We have established academic exchange, cooperation, and joint graduate student training initiative with many countries around the world. And we have organized many important international conferences and promoted the cooperation and exchange among international and Chinese scientists. International cooperation in science and technology constitute an important part in the development of the Belt and Road, and plays a positive role in the improvement of people's livelihood and addressing common challenges for development. In 2013, in response to CES programs for deepening international scientific cooperation, we established CES TUAS Center of Excellence for Water and the Environment, CEWE. The vision of CEWE is through the training, education, and joint research programs to assist in developing world in human resource capacity building in the field of water and the environment, as well as providing practical solutions for water and other environmental problems. And the Belt and Road Initiative, we have built 3 joint laboratories, Joint Center for Water Technology, Research and Demonstration has been established in the last year. It will play a more important role and become the best research institute in South Asia. We will be well prepared to serve the needs to China, also as a strong global partner working to solve eco-environmental challenges of the future. RCEES is one of the key educational bases for graduate students in CES. If you want to know more detail in CES and UCAS, you can check the more information on the following website. In RCES, we offer master program and doctor program in environmental sciences, ecology, environmental engineering, and so on. and we provide postdoctoral program in environmental science and technology and biology. We offer connection between research and teaching. So being a student here has access to high-level researchers and many opportunities to join the projects. There are two-stage model for graduate education. For master candidate, you will study in Yanxihu campus at the first year. For doctor candidate, you will study in Yanxihu campus at the first semester. Then you will come back to our institute to finish your research project. RCEES has an enrollment of over 200 graduate students each year, and a total of 1,400 ongoing students. We have graduated over 2,000 PhDs and masters, which make great contribution to China's scientific and economic development. We offer some scholarship projects to the international students. Now, let's see the graduate students. For full-time international students, you can apply Chinese government scholarship, UCAS scholarship, and ANSO scholarship. For visiting international students, you can apply Chinese government scholarship and UCAS scholarship. Please pay attention to submit both of your admission application and scholarship application together via the online system. Now let's see the online system. You can check the information on the following website. On this web, you can find the college and institutes, and you can find the supervisor's information, the majors, and financial aids. Now, let's give you an example. If you want to find a professor, you can check his name, and then you can find her information. Now let's see the scholarship. The first one, Chinese government scholarship. At the first, you should check your eligibility. You have the eligibility to apply this scholarship, and we strongly suggest that applicants can get acceptance by a UCAS supervisor. And for the Chinese government scholarship, you should remember UCAS agency number is 80001. It's very important for you. And please pay attention to the deadline. It's on February 15, 2023. And for the stipend, for PhD candidates, you can receive 5,000 RMB for each month. For the master candidate, you can get 3,500 RMB for each month. The Chinese government scholarship apply accommodation fee. For the master, you can get no more than 700 for each month. For doctor candidates, you can get no more than 1,000 RMB. Next one, the UCAS scholarship. You also need to check your eligibility to apply this scholarship, and we also strongly suggest applicants can get the acceptance by a UCAS supervisor. You should submit online both your scholarship application and admission application. It's very important for you, and the deadline is also on February 15, 2023. For the doctoral students, you can get no less than 3,500 for each month. For master students, you can get no less than 3,000 for each month. The last one is ANSO Scholarship for young talents. We also strongly suggest the applicants can get the acceptance by a UCAS supervisor, and you should also submit it online, both your scholarship application and admission application. Applicants should remind your supervisor to log in the system and complete the required process before deadline. The deadline is also on February 15, 2023. If you want more information, you can check the detail on the following website. And for the doctoral candidates, at the fourth semester, you can get 6,000 for each month. If you pass the qualification test, at the next semester, you can get 7,000 RMB for each month. For the master students, you can get 3,000 RMB for each month. Thanks for your attention. I hope to meet you in RCEES in this year.
Thank you. With that, we have reached the Q&A session. And now the session is open for your questions. Please feel free to ask your questions from our resource panel. And I would like to invite Professor Shameen Jinadasa to carry on the Q&A session.
Okay, thank you, Shamali. And so we have online Dr. Shan Fu and Mr. Huang Ding also join with us for this session. So to start with the discussion, actually we have like more than 50 participants today for the session. We are very happy that who is interested on Masters and PhD. Who may I know who are interested on Masters program? Who are interested on PhD? I just want to check whether you are sleeping or not. That's right. Okay. So okay. So let's start the discussion, right? So we have some students at the Chinese Academy of Sciences currently studying. So I will ask first them to introduce quickly your name. Maybe I think you will not need a mic. You can quickly introduce yourself now.
I'm Samadhi Atauda. I am doing my master's degree in UCAS, and my professor is Professor Hao. And thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Suresh Indiga. I am a PhD student in UCAS. My host institute is RCEES, and my supervisor is Professor Yuansong, and I am a second year PhD student doing research here now. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I am Sangeet Prasad. I am master's student, finally a master's student. My institute is Research Center for Eco-Environmental Sciences. My supervisor is Yuansong, and I am doing my research currently in Sri Lanka. Thank you.
Good afternoon everybody, I am Shan. I am a PhD researcher through Research Center for Eco-Environmental Sciences.
Everyone, I am Isuriappa Bandara. I am a master student at RCEES. My supervisor is Professor Yawei, and I have completed master's study in RCEES, and I am waiting for my master's defense. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it is nice to have you in here. My name is Rajendra Boteju and I'm a master's student. I'm at my first year. So my supervisor is also Professor Yuansong. I'm going to do a research in water treatment in the Institute of Eco-Environmental Sciences. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's all. Shan? Yeah. Yeah. I just want to give a start so that you will have the fresh and direct contact for you to get the information. Okay. With this information, you can ask how, because you may have the questions now. Where's this website? Where's the how? Directly, you can ask from. You have information, so you can proceed with that. Before I come into your questions, we have another two professors from Chinese Academy of Science. I will ask them to briefly introduce themselves. Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hello everyone. Very glad to be here. I'm from another institute, the Institute of Geology and Geophysics. If some of you are here, I give a brief introduction in the morning. So our institute, we concentrate on the geology and geophysics. You can see from the name. So my research area is concerns more on mainly the hard rocks, the petrology. If anyone is interested, so in the field of geology and geophysics, if you need help, you can come to me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm from the Institute of Oceanology, Chinese Academy of Sciences. So in my institute, we mainly focused on the ocean research. So we focused on the, our research is mainly focused on the corrosion in ocean. So if you put metals in ocean environment, it will be corroded soon. So we focused on this issue. And our institute is mainly focused on other materials such as steels and magnesium alloys, such as metals. Yes. If you have some research related to this, you can ask me. Yeah. Thank you.
Both the professors. So now we'll come into the questions from you. So if you have, maybe you can, if you raise your hand, we can bring you the mic and we can start the discussion.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to ask the first one. If we have, or else if we fulfill all the qualifications, then how long we have to wait? That means to take the yes response.
So I think the deadline is February 15th, and what the student is asking, Professor Wei, when they will announce the result and when they can start the course. When they will announce, when they can start.
Generally, the application deadline is on February 15th, and for the announcement, roughly in July, in the beginning of July, or in June. In June, I remember in June. So when they announce the result, so the email that you will be get the award, the scholarship, then you can send lots of documents for your the admission. Generally, the admission time is in September. Okay.
They will.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hello. I want to get some more information for these questions. I'm Dingcheng Wang from the International Students Office of UCAS. And this year, from this year on, the interview, I mean the interview held by the college or case institutes will be announced March 1st. And if you pass the interview, if the students pass the interview, then you can your application will submit by case institute to UCAS, to my office, and my office will check your materials again and make an evaluation. And at the end of before March 31, we will hold a meeting. And this meeting will decades about 50 experts will be invited to join us to make an evaluation, and we will select excellent students from the excellent ones. And after that, we will submit a short list for scholarship, for all scholarships, to relative departments. For example, if you applied for CSC and the experts suggest that you can get awarded, then we will submit the list to CSA office. If you get recommended by experts to award the ANSO Scholarship, then we will submit a short list to ANSO Secretary. So catch my point? And CSA office or ANSO Secretary will make a final decision, and then they will release results to UCAS. And on UCAS website, we will release the short list to the public. So at that time, you will get a list. You can see whether you are on the final short list or not. And this year, about May, I guess maybe June, we will you can get a result. This the final date depends on when CSA office or ANSO Secretary make their final decisions. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. So any other questions from the participants? We have like 10 minutes more, 10 to 15 minutes. We are going to wind up the session by 3:45, 3:50. If you have any questions. Maybe Suresh, can you explain like how do you start this masters, and then what is the experience throughout? From where you start, and what did you do for the application, and how to find the supervisor, then like that, how your experience can helpful for other person.
Hello everybody. 2018, I got the information about this opportunity from Prof. Shameen and Dr. Same session like this, and after that I got the information about supervisors and their contacts, and I found out the relevant supervisor for my field, and after that I researched the websites of the university and application systems. I read all the guidelines of the application, and then it is easy to apply actually, step by step in the website. They are giving the online application. So after that, Professor Wei is also came to Sri Lanka at that time, and they interviewed us, and we at that time 3 students were selected with me from that session. And after that, I went to China. In first year, I studied in University of Chinese Academy of Science. That is the university. I did my coursework within 2 semesters. After that, I joined the RCEES research works from the third semester. Then I continue my research in there, and fortunately I got the research related to my home country, Sri Lanka, and I did my research about the groundwater and drinking water issues in Sri Lanka. So 2021 I graduated as with my master degree in environmental engineering, and after that I selected for my PhD as well. So now I am doing my PhD in environmental engineering in water technology and water treatment, drinking water treatment using membrane technology and other drinking water sources like groundwater sources in Sri Lanka. So that is what I am doing. So Professor Wei is supervising me all the time. He gave us so much guidance and support. Even we are in Sri Lanka now because of this pandemic situation. So RCEES and Professor Wei is always supporting us. Their support gave us that support is very good for us, even we are in Sri Lanka. I would like to thank everyone in the RCEES and other Professor Wei and other people. Thank you very much. If you have any further questions, you can contact us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So as usual now, after we conclude session, I know everybody will come like to these members and ask so many questions. You will not ask questions here, but still, do you have any questions to ask? Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity. Sir, I would have to ask some question about when we are applying for a master's or a PhD program. Usually the professors, the supervisors ask us for a writer's proposal in 2 or 3 pages normally, but it is hard to write a full proposal in 2-3 pages. But so my question is, if the supervisor says what is the main focus that they're going to inspect in our proposal, what is the most prominent thing that should be mentioned in our proposal clearly, we can make the proposal according to that. So otherwise giving basic details is not suitable for a proposal in short format because the professors also don't have much time to read those things. So if you could say what is the most prominent thing you need in a proposal, we could make it.
So the question is whether they would need a proposal for the application, or like whether they can write a proposal by themselves, or they need to discuss the proposal before they, I mean like they have to contact the supervisors before they write the proposal.
Yeah, that's a good question. Generally, if you already find the supervisor also want to accept your application. This is a good way to discuss your proposal. They will tell you what is the key research topic. That will be good for you to prepare. They can give you, you can ask your supervisor some reference materials, some also paper, something like that. If you don't find a supervisor, you also need to send them about your CV, and also some, if you have publication, also attached there, and also, but But always keep in mind, if you find a supervisor, contact supervisor, you should know what is his or her research area. That is very important because during these times, every day I will receive lots of applications around the world. It's just hi, professor, I want to get the acceptance for my master of PhD study in UCAS, something like that. This is general information. We'll very quickly go pay attention because that's the Mr. Huang, Director Huang mentioned it. You should make your email attractive to catch your supervisor's eye. That is very important. Huh? Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Proceed.
Good evening to you all. I have a question, a small question. If you are following a master's program, how long do you have to study overseas and how long do you have to work in Sri Lanka?
Generally, in China, for master, there are 3 years. 3 years. Which of the science or engineer, 3 years. But it depends on the research topic. For example, for my student, generally I arrange their research topic related to Sri Lanka key issue. But for other supervisors, maybe their research topic not related to Sri Lanka. So just like Indica said, because his research related to CKTU and groundwater treatment, so I will send him come back here. That will be good if he go back home, and that will be enjoy the family life. But that depends on. Okay. But generally, without the COVID, generally students will stay in China. Okay, and in the vacation, summer vacation, winter vacation, you go back home. Okay.
Thank you. So basically, it will be in China, and if the research is related to Sri Lanka, they could come and conduct the research, but they are here because of some reasons of the COVID and other reasons, but somehow they managed to do the research here with the help of JRDC. So it's like, otherwise it will be full-time 3 years masters. Yeah.
Hi, I want to give some additional information about this topic. UCAS provides opportunities for excellent master students and to apply for PhD programs at the end of the third semester of master program. I mean, if the a master student is excellent and his or her supervisor would like to accept him as a PhD student, then this student can apply to begin his PhD program and for next year, and the student should apply for scholarship for PhD program for his PhD programs for next semester. That means the fourth semester, the master student can apply for a PhD scholarship. So this depends on the students is willing and depends on the supervisor's opinions, comments. For most of in the past years, many master students had get accepted and approved to transfer their program from master to PhD. So actually, for such master students, they can finish their master program only 2 years. And if the students work hard, you will graduate within 4 years to get a PhD degree. But for some, most of the students, if they work hard enough, for a master, they can get a PhD degree within 5 years. Okay. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah. Does that mean like if you are planning for the PhD and if you are very good at the work, masters can be complete by 2 years?
Mr. Huang, Mr. Director Huang Dingcheng also mentioned for master, if you want to continue PhD study, generally you are in the fourth semester to apply for, but you had very good publication in the court. But generally, some people don't have such. Maybe they will wait. That is depends on something. Good publication is good for your continuous study. That is very important. Yes, but generally, I encourage the international students to continue. Just to be easy because you already stayed in UCAS for 2 years, and your supervisor also knows you, and you have good publication. That would be good for you continue. Yeah, that's good.
Any other questions? I'm good.
Thank you. Actually, my BSc from Bangalore University. So I've done BSc in biotechnology, genetics, and biochemistry with second upper. So I'm having the publication related to my studies. Approximately 30 to 35 publications with Coca-Cola studies and around 60. So I don't have any masters. So is it possible to apply as a BSc to directly PhD admission?
He's asking whether they can apply for the direct PhD without going into the masters.
Maybe art director there. Maybe maybe it's not possible, huh? Generally, you'll be this is a master degree. They apply for the PhD degree program, huh? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for these questions. Currently, it is not allowed to for graduate students for bachelor students to apply for a PhD. Sorry, I have.
Hello.
Sorry. Currently, we only accept PhD students only if he or she hold a master degree. But many more and more excellent students they come to UCAS and up to be a master students, and we offer more and more opportunities for such students to pursue their PhD degrees by through the ways I just tell you. I mean, excellent master students can apply for PhD programs at the end of the third semester, and at the beginning of the fifth semester, the students can start his or her PhD programs. So can you catch my point?
Yeah, I mean, thank you. Yeah,
this is the same. This is the same. I mean, we add one more opportunities for you to pursue how to say I mean, this would be much it's good for students. You know, some students cannot finish their PhD programs within 4 years, 5 years, or 6 years. So that means a risk. If the students they found himself can finish PhD program at the third semester of his master program, then he can apply for further study. If the students find himself that he do not have any interest to continue his PhD program, then he can finish his master program. So we give more choice for such excellent students. Okay, can you catch my point?
Yeah, yeah. Thank
That
you,
means
Mr.
this,
Hai.
this is the same. It is not necessary for us to provide opportunities for those who do not hold any master degree, but they want to apply for PhD degrees, for PhD programs.
Okay, right. Thank you very much. So we are
You're
almost
welcome.
coming to the end of the session. Maybe we have another person that you would like to know, Dr. Madhubhashini, who did the PhD at Chinese Academy of Science, and she got the award today. So another resource person for you to contact. Maybe what is your experience?
I am a student of Professor Yuansong, and I passed out in 2019. I did my PhD in environmental engineering. So today I got, not today, I got an ANSO Scholarship for the mega science that is based on synchrotron analysis. So my research area is some organic, dissolved organic matter, that characterization of dissolved organic matter. So matter in water, and I have 4 years experience in China with Professor Wei. And UCAS is a good university to do some masters and PhD, and that CAS is a very top rank university in the world. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So you have now several resource persons to contact. So shall I wind up the session, or you? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, sir, last time we had a list of resource persons for our participants for this scholarship program. I think this time it's more broader, because last time it was limited to some areas, but this time it's broader. So you're thinking like how our participants can contact or find out resource persons? Is there any opportunity?
So what the international office is asking now for the how to follow up this session, like, because the students may need some help in future to maybe some questions in applying, finding a supervisor. So last time we gave a list of like resource persons, like, so this time how we can, maybe whether if you can provide the list of resource persons or potential people to contact, maybe the international office can share with the students, or how do you think, Professor? Any way that?
Yeah, good question. Because for the application, there's lots of work generally. So, and if you are a student here, and that's a very good idea. So in the past, we always focus on water and the environment. So we provide the supervised name list. And so this also can be as the reference. As reference, you can use this for the water and the environment. And also, but for other research areas, so we don't know this, but you can check the website. There are lots of research institutes, so they are also related to the International Cooperation Office and the Education Department. So don't worry about it. So you can direct send email to the Education Department, for example, other institute, for Institute of Geology, or Professor Zhao or Institute of Oceanography, something like that. So don't worry. So, but for me, I think that is be good work. So you can first do some paperwork, reading some information about the research area, because there's lots of things institute in different cities. Maybe you can like some city or some area. That's a good way. This is one thing. The second, there also there's the supervisor's information on website. You can read their information, and you also can download several new papers. A new paper you can read, something like that. That'd be a good way. And I know lots of students. I tell you some know-how. Generally, international students contact the supervisors. There's some one thing that may be overlooked, missed. One thing that because they don't know the supervisor what is their research area. Then say I do something. This is not so good. If you know there are some key points, and also you can tell your supervisor what you want to do and what is you think the key needs in your country or in the science or technology key needs. That's a good way for your communication with the supervisors. So because you know class is so huge, and I think this moment because lots of students studying in general chemical science are from University of Peradeniya. There are lots of resourcemen here. That's you can link. They lots of linkage. They know lots of people network, much better than us. That is the reason. So and also the international cooperation office from the University of Peradeniya is also very good. So if there are some students in the future, maybe we also can organize interview. That is also very good way for your application. Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Yeah, thank you. So that you have like the ways of continuing, like if there's any question, you can come to the international office. Also, you can contact the students from Chinese Academy here, and also you can contact the JRDC. Maybe we can ask Dr. Madhu Bhashini to help, like because she has the more experience. So there are several people for you to help. Okay. So if there's any question, and I think with that I would like to wind up the session, and I'll pass the mic to Shamali to finish the program. Oh, I shall finish the program. No, it's okay, I'll tell. Yeah. So. Yeah, so because I have given the 1 minute by Dr. Yawei because tight schedule today. So thanking all the Professor Wei, Dr. Yawei, all the professors, and from the Professor Neil and the team, Shamali and Sandaka and Samir, also the photography team from the university, and also they're thankful for the Vice Chancellor and the administration for the supporting and giving the approvals, and from the JRD side, Dr. Weragoda, Dr. Madhu Bhashini and all the team here, Dr. Mrs. Samil and everybody who supported this program, and so that I hope you will get some opportunity here with this program. So again, I would like to thank everybody who have supported, for giving the help, and especially Dr. Shan Fu and Mr. Huang Ding, Huang Ding, yeah, I will have to stay the 1 month in China, so that so the thankful for all the resource persons from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, and with that we would like to conclude the session. Having a good day for you. Yeah, thank you.
With that note, we are marking the end of the information session on ANSO Scholarship for Young Talents. Thank you all for your valuable time, and may you have a wonderful day. And there's one last notice for our participants, those who did not sign the signing sheet. Please provide your information and sign the document before you leave if you have not signed it yet. Thank you all. Have a nice day.